Hey, Merry Christmas to you. Happy holidays, everybody. Welcome in. It is Three Guys Before the Game. As we approach Christmas Day and all that comes with it, there is a quiet that will now envelop WVU athletics for the next several days. Nice rest. Everyone needs it. Energize, re-energize, get rested and ready because, it is coming.
Oh, it's coming.
I mean, if you didn't know, it's coming. It's coming like real fast.
Oh, it's coming up fast.
Real hard. That's right. This is our Mountaineer basketball recap version of the show. Episode number 685, the Mountaineer basketball teams, both the women's and men's. My goodness. They did some dusting on that Coliseum floor over the last couple of days.
That they did.
Right? Women won by 200 or 206 points.
206.
Give or 206 points.
Have to replace the nets. I mean, those things are worn out.
Sent a pit crew out there to start the fourth quarter in the women's game. Change the nets out. Frayed
Exactly.
them. They frayed them.
On fire.
And the man's team, they won by 35 over the Mississippi Valley Staters.
Did not cover.
They did. Line was 41.
41. Are you kidding me?
A lot of points.
Tad inflated there.
A lot of points. Let's do this thing. Three Guys brought to us by GoMart. Get your GoMart rewards card. Immediately begin saving on food and fuel. Go to GoMart.com for details. GoMart's also getting ready to launch a new campaign into the new year.
Excuse me?
Going to be big. I think people will really like it.
Oh. I'm not going to say anything. I don't want to spoil the surprise.
It'll be memorable. Three Guys brought to us by Lou Wendell Marine Sales in St. Albans. They sell family fun. Visit LouWendellMarineSales.com. By Tudor's Biscuit World. Start your day the homemade way with a Tudor's biscuit.
Can I say one thing? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
By Comex Business Systems, keeping West Virginia's business data safe, secure, and efficient for 25 years. By Jan Dills, attorneys at law. They won't take no for an answer. And by Conley CPA Group, providing value beyond numbers. Sir, you were going to say?
Well, I want to say one thing without giving anything away. I have known you guys for a long, long time.
Here it goes.
And we'll see you in a capacity that was very new to me. I'll just leave it at that.
Did we shock your broca?
It was well, it depends on which way it goes. I found it very entertaining.
Which way it goes?
I loved it.
It'll go just fine. Hoppy's obvious observations are coming up. Brad's spreads on stats. We'll look into that. Got some textual healing as well. People just unbelievable last night at the Mountaineer game that were there in person. It seemed as though many of them wanted to share Christmas gifts with us.
Very nice.
Nice.
And every single one of the gifts had some form of bakery item involved or a chocolate item involved.
Okay.
I walked out of there, had to have two student managers carry. I mean, it was unbelievable.
You all are beloved.
Well, I don't know about that, but I'm just saying, like, it was a
People
wow.
are very nice.
Yeah.
That's more what it is.
Yeah.
Very nice.
That's the time of
Got
year.
some nice treats.
Yes. Good
Nice
for you.
treats.
Good for you.
Treats are good, man. Treats are good. Just got everything in moderation, as they say. All right, so West Virginia now has played its last game of the non-conference regular season schedule, and the Mountaineers have played their last game of 20 and 25, and they get ready now for an 18-game arrangement that the head coach basically is saying, like, it's a prize fight. It's a boxing match. We're gonna go 18 times. And we're going to swing and see where this thing goes. Mountaineers tuned it up with an easy victory over Mississippi Valley State. Final score of 86-51. We'll get into that game. What were the bright spots? What did we learn? What have we learned about this Mountaineer team as it gets ready to jump into league play? Quick game, 1 hour, 58 minutes. I mean, it was adjudicated quite well. No unnecessary whistles. Did not have one replay review. Now, that'll change going forward. Once you get into league play, they go heavier to the replay. These non-conference games are kind of like that football official. Just kind of swings that arm around. Just keep the clock going. Just keep that clock cooking there. And we'll get into that and more. All right. You ready, Hopster?
Yes, sir.
Have you prepared for this?
I have.
Okay.
He's got thoughts that sound brand new, but they're things we already knew.
It's Hoppy's obvious observations.
Heaven knows, let's make it quick before his ladder blows.
Yep.
It's Hoppy's obvious observations.
Bam.
The game last, I listened to you guys the whole game, pre-game, game itself, and you guys did a wonderful job, and you guys will talk more about the game. I had complicated feelings about the game.
What does
Excuse
that
me?
mean?
I had complicated feelings in that I'm thrilled West Virginia won the game. I'm thrilled West Virginia won the game going away. I'm glad a couple of players had big games, and you guys will talk about that. So it was entertaining in that sense. But this thing with Mississippi Valley State, the longer the game went on in the second half, the worse I felt. Because I know, Brad, I know your rule, and normally I subscribe to that rule. You don't feel bad for the opponent. And normally I would follow that. It's different in the case of Mississippi Valley State.
Why is that?
Well, because they don't just face headwinds, they face hurricane force winds. In the Ken Palm rankings, out of 365, they're 365. They are statistically the worst team in the country. They have the smallest D1 athletic department budget in the country. You know what their whole budget, now they don't have football. You know what their whole budget is? $4 million.
Are you serious?
That is their entire budget. Coppin State also has $4 million. That's their entire budget. So they're wildly underfunded. So as a result, they got to go out and they got to go on the road and play West Virginia and Kansas State and Texas A&M and get not only get throttled, get humiliated by 30, 40, 50, 60 points. Get humiliated.
This will blow your mind.
What?
Talking about the lack of funding and things like that.
Yeah.
Their sports information director.
Yeah. Volunteer.
Last night was the first game that he saw them play this year because he lives in Maryland and does the SID work remotely.
They're located in LaFleur County, Mississippi, the heart of the Mississippi Delta. LaFleur County is one of the poorest counties in Mississippi. The poverty rate is 27%, which makes it one of the poorest counties in the country. And I think as West Virginians, I kept thinking that we can relate to that. Okay, in West Virginia, we have poverty issues in a number of our counties, and we know the impact of really serious poverty. We know how that impacts a community. And they've been bad for a while. I went back to look at back to 2016. They've averaged 4.5 wins a year, going back to 2016. And now these players, and I don't know them I don't know any of them, but they got a Christmas break. They got to go home, or they can go home with family and friends. Hey, how's it going? How's the team doing? And they got to say, well, we got one win. It was against Texas Women's College, which has men enrolled since 1980 or something, but still. So I don't want to say I'm sad for them because that's patronizing, but I want to say I would hope that their circumstances improve because they face this incredible challenge. And so that's my Christmas hope, that their circumstance improves. And if you want to comment on it, I will tell you this, that Pat Conroy, who wrote one of my favorite sports books, The Losing Season, about his years at Citadel, and he said this, and Brad, you know this because you're an athlete. Loss hurts and bleeds and aches. Loss is always ready to call out your name in the night. Loss follows you home and taunts you at the breakfast table, follows you to work in the morning. This is not only a team that loses games. This is a team that loses every game by wide margins in most cases. And I just think that's unfortunate, and that's why I had complicated feelings about the game.
Wow. So you think this will scar them for forever?
I don't know. They've been scarred for years. I just think that it's again, sad sounds patronizing. I think it's profoundly sad for a school in a difficult part of the country.
Look on the bright side.
Okay.
They walked out of there last night with a check for, I don't know, what was it, 1.25 probably, 125, 150 grand. It's a good night's work. They're going to go back in their league now. They're going to go in the SWAC, and they're going to take their swings. We'll see.
Okay. So that's that.
Hoppy, they don't have to be
I understand
Division One. They want to be Division One.
I understand
They can
that.
step it down, man.
I understand that, but for the moment they are. And those players had no choice in that. And you're going to recruit to there, LaFleur County? Not even a grocery store in town.
Wow.
So anyway, that's my feeling. I know it's
Get a Go-Mart down there. Probably get a Go-Mart down there, wouldn't we?
Or Tutors. They're expanding franchises.
That's true. They're available. if you're
next
interested.
obvious observation, unless you want to comment on that.
Well, that was not obvious, but anyway, it was good.
You're way off the obvious observations. I mean, they've been great. I mean, you're starting to quote Ken Palm. You're diving deep into number. You're all over the place.
I am.
I mean, it's very good.
Well, thank you. Buddy.
Not under the guise of obvious observations. That's going to have to change in the new year. Go ahead.
I'm just saying that I listened to you guys faithfully, and you guys were very excited last night for a 30-point game because guys were making individual plays, and you should have been. You should have been. You should have fired up about these guys.
Don't take winning for granted.
I know.
Don't take winning for granted.
I know, but I'm
Don't
just
be excited. You're going to line up, drill somebody into the ground, don't care. Going to line up, going to be excited about that.
Okay.
Going to line up and celebrate
I understand.
wins.
I'm just telling you.
Going to celebrate wins. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to celebrate wins.
My reaction to
Sure, I understand.
You can, but don't come over here talking to us about our excitement and kind of taunting us for our excitement in the 30-point win.
No, I didn't
So you
say
take whatever
that.
take
I
you
did
want.
not taunt you
we'll
at all.
We'll handle the approach however we want, or I won't speak for you.
I didn't taunt you. I said
I'll
you
be
were
excited,
understandable. I said you were understandably excited.
I didn't hear that.
No, you're understandably excited because of the individual play. I get
You were
that
very
completely.
excited. Pause. In a 30-point win is how you delivered it. But go ahead.
And all I said was, I want to be clear.
Yes.
Because I'm happy West Virginia won. I'm happy individuals had great performances. I had complicated feelings about it. I can feel two things. I can feel great for West Virginia and feel like the terrible circumstance for Mississippi Valley State.
I could, Hoppy, I could empathize as you are with them only if they were forced to play at that level. But since it's their decision and they stay in that level instead of dropping the thing down to like D2, then I go like, hey, man, that's part of the deal. If you want to play in the party, then that's what it is.
Fair. Next, obvious observation. Today, and now people are watching live, today is the anniversary of the Immaculate Reception.
Did not know that. Boy, that quickly turned from Mississippi Valley State.
December 23rd, 1972, AFC Division playoff game, Raiders and the Steelers. Steelers are down 7-6, 22 seconds remaining. They're on their own 40-yard line. Bradshaw throws a pass, bounces off Tatum, not Fuqua, because if it had bounced off Fuqua, it would have been
Can't touch it.
You can't touch it. Back then, the rule was changed. The rules have been changed since then. And, of course, Franco picks it up, runs for the touchdown, and Steelers win the playoff game. Fans run on the field. A couple interesting things about that is, again, Tony, as you mentioned, the rule was changed because if it had bounced off only Fuqua and caught by Franco at the time, it would have been an incomplete pass because you couldn't do that then. Then the rule was changed. And, of course, Oakland claimed that it did bounce off him, and the Steelers always said, no, it bounced off Jack Tatum.
Right.
And then did the ball touch the ground with Franco? And another interesting note, and you know what happened? I went back and revisited this, is that, the officials got together and they called upstairs. There was no instant replay. They called upstairs. There was an official upstairs in like the Rooney booth and got a hold of a major official or elite official and asked him. And he said, well, what do you all think? And they said, we think it's a touchdown. They said, okay, touchdown.
That's
Game
the way it
over.
should be, doggone it.
But Art Rooney missed it because
He gone downstairs?
he had gotten in the elevator. He was going to go down and console the team because he thought they'd lost, so he missed the play.
You know who else did?
Who?
I mean, the biggest part to me, from a broadcaster standpoint, that Jack Fleming had one of the greatest
One of the
calls
great
in the
calls
history
ever.
of sports.
Yes.
Right? It never would have happened had his analyst, Myron Cope, been there.
You're right.
Because Myron obviously was just over the top of Jack on anything and everything. Myron had left to go down and do the post-game interviews in the Steelers locker room. He walked out, so Jack's doing the game by himself. That's the only way that call is clean. Otherwise, Myron would have been all over that thing, and it would have just ugh.
And Tony, as a broadcaster, that Fleming had it. He nailed it
killed
on
it.
a weird play.
Yep.
He had the call, it was Franco, and had a great call. So there's a West Virginia connection because Jack Fleming had the call. So there's the anniversary of the Immaculate Reception, which Oakland fans or the Raiders fans still call the Immaculate Deception. And finally, there are
Wait, can I say this?
Yeah.
So he went basketball, Mississippi Valley. He went Immaculate. I can't wait to hear what the third thing's going to be. Like, this is going to be great. What is it?
Be some 4th century poet.
I've been listening to a lot of Christmas music.
Yeah, sure.
And I love a lot of Christmas music.
Yeah.
We're B.E. Taylor, one of our favorites.
I pound it from the start of November on.
Yeah, just
Miss
a lot
him.
of them. But there are 5 Christmas songs I wish I would never hear again.
This is the best. Best as ever. This is his best obvious observations ever.
This is personal, like the whole thing with Mississippi Valley State. So 5 Christmas songs I wish I would never hear again. Number 5, Wonderful Christmas Time by Paul McCartney.
Just heard it this morning.
Number 4, I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas
Haven't heard that one yet this
I
year.
haven't either.
by Gayla Peavy, 1953.
Galo's one of the good ones.
Number 3, Santa Baby by Anybody and Everybody.
I've played it quite a bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Number 2, Little Saint Nick by the Beach Boys.
Yeah. I
Get
can
rid
hear
of
it.
that.
Yeah.
Number 1, the one Christmas song I wish I would never hear again, Christmas Don't Be Late by Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Haven't heard that this year either. Alvin! Have not heard that. Alvin. I think Alvin was a huge Mountaineer fan. I have to look back. There's some connection with him and
Probably.
the Mountaineers.
Those are my obvious observations.
Those are really good, Hop.
Thank you. Oh, no, you guys aren't with me on the first thing, but that's cool. That's just
Hey,
mine. It's
hey,
just
man.
me. It's just
Hey,
me.
man, it's all good. It's all good.
Well,
Brandon,
that
they're
was
steaming.
something we
I'm only steaming because you told me I shouldn't be excited about it.
No, that's not
I
what
don't. I don't
said.
care what you think about Mississippi Valley State. That doesn't affect me. But you start to tell me I shouldn't be excited about a win. That's where I took exception.
I want to set the. It is not what
I mean, you
said.
can feel bad for them all you want. It's a giving season. I respect that. That's fine. Just don't tell me
I
to
said
not be
you were
excited.
appropriately excited.
smooth talk. That's the plan.
Yeah, baby. Since you got my interest peaked, I'm going to see what old Ken Palm, just to make you feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You know how many?
It is going to be a long year for the Delta Devils.
I told you they're last.
Well, I know that. I wanted to see what the record projection for the rest of the season is going to be. I thought they might be able to make a little hay in the league. They have them down for a projected record of 3-29.
So.
Yeah. They still have to play Oklahoma
Oh,
on Monday.
I mean, what?
Then they finally get into league. Wow.
Jeez.
Making their budget. That's the way it works.
Listen to this. You want to even get worse?
It can't get worse.
The computer, the best chance they have of winning a game for the rest of the season is 22%. That's the highest chance that they have against Arkansas Pine Bluff.
It was like 1% last night, right? Or
Yeah, 1.1.
I give him credit. They came in and played hard. Michael James, we commented during the broadcast. He
I
played
heard you
hard.
guys say that, yeah.
He could have shot it 150 times in that game. Probably needed to shoot it 150 times and didn't. Tried to play within the framework. So I give him credit, but that's part of the deal, man. You want to play Division I, you want to make your budget. This is how you do it.
Yeah.
Go on the road. You got to play some games where you're overmatched and take your check, and then go back and try and win league games.
Yeah. It's hard.
That's it.
It's a hard business. It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. Don't feel for them. They're all right. The kids had fun, and they were in a good mood after the game. Right? Got a little sandwich or something. They took off. They were all good. No one was.
well, you told me they got to meet Santa.
They did.
What the heck?
The most bizarre thing of the night, and it's going to rank as one of the forget night. One of the most bizarre things I ever saw
Never have seen it.
in my life.
Never have seen it.
So the game goes final. So, all right, final score, West Virginia, da-da-da, da-da-da, and I'm going to throw it to a break. And right in front of our location, the two teams cross paths, right? They shake hands. West Virginia comes from this way, right to left, and here comes Mississippi Valley. The two head coaches meet, players meet. Everything's very good. Everything's very cordial. And I look, it's getting toward the end. I look over, and in the West Virginia line going forward, guy dressed up as Santa and a guy dressed up as the Grinch and an elf.
And the elf.
What are we doing?
You should feel bad for Mississippi Valley State that they had to go through the line and shake hands with the Grinch.
Yes.
That's what you should feel bad for. Santa had a rough night.
Oh, God. Get
He
killed
lost,
in the
he lost
Build-A-Burger.
track of time and score during the Build-A-Burger by Kegler. Lost track. Started celebrating. He did the swan dive onto the burger. He still had the bun to put on.
Oh, jeez.
Tough night for Santa.
He's overworked. He's got a lot on his mind.
Yeah, unbelievable. Santa, the Grinch, and an elf were in the West Virginia line after the game. I want video of that because if I see video, that'll make me cry.
Too bad they don't play on Easter.
Oh,
Got a big old bunny in the line.
went through the line. Damn Easter bunny was in there. Peter Cottontail. Damn Corky the Clown. Three Guys Before the Game is brought to us by Jan Dill's Attorneys at Law. If you need help when it comes to military benefits and Social Security disability claims, by all means, contact the folks at Jan Dill's Attorneys at Law. This program is listened to a lot by people that are West Virginians but live outside of the state of West Virginia now. And that's great because they have clients in all 50 of our United States. So if you or someone that you know needs help, by all means, reach out to the folks at Jan Dill's Attorneys at Law. They specifically do this type of case, this type of work. It doesn't cost you a single cent until they get a settlement for you. Do it early on in the process, and they can help make it an even smoother process. Jan Dill's Attorneys at Law. Three Guys also brought to us by Comax Business Systems. If it's time for a new business phone system, they've got the absolutely best, the biggest selection. So if you're a business owner or someone that has a business phone system, reach out to the folks at Comax Business Systems, and they will take care of you. They've been in business for decades, and that's how you stay in business, by doing high-quality work. They've got clients throughout the state of West Virginia. Business phone system. Check it out at Comax Business Systems. All right, are we ready for Spreads on Stats?
Mm-hmm.
Did you have any epiphanies when you were putting the numbers together?
No, just some interesting numbers. I did probably more than was needed, but we'll go through them.
That's not a first. Tend to do a little bit. You take the extra step.
Right to the numbers. Here comes a heater.
We've done more, but ran out of time. Had to get here. Got more. Same for them.
Analytics portion of the show.
Spreads on Stats brought to us by Conley CPA Group. They provide value beyond numbers. If you're a business owner, they can come in and handle your accounting off-site. Got this computer thing now. They talk to each other, those computers.
Son of a...
They'll remote in, do your accounting for you. Also handle CFO services if needed, or just general business taxation stuff. They'll take care of that for you. Their first team all audit, by the way. They'll go in there and take care of it. Oh, yeah. First lineup. Oh, what do you got? Got that? Got the receipt for this? Mr. Kirchhoff, this deduction here of rock salt, I don't know if this will carry over.
I had to get to the office, which is at my house.
Conley CPA Group. All right, what stood out to you?
Let's go through a bunch of things here. First of all, offensively, this was we've had a few of these this year, another baton game.
Excuse
another
me?
baton
What does that
passing
mean?
game.
What is that?
Well, Amir and DJ ran the first leg. They were very good offensively. We'll come back and talk about their deal. They started the race. Amir and DJ had 19 in the first half and carried you there and kind of sparked that team offensively and got you going. Then they handed the baton to Trey Eaglestaff in the second half, who had one of his better games as a Mountaineer. He did everything. Offensively, defensively, rebounded, did the whole thing. So Amir and DJ handing off to Trey throughout the game. Third straight game where the threes were falling. So as we're going through some of these numbers, we'll try and pick some things out. That is it a trend? Is it something you can carry through? Is it something you can pick up and move forward in the Big 12 season? Maybe these made threes, they're starting to come along now as West Virginia understands this system a little better, understands how to play together. That's 39 of them over the last 3 games.
Ooh, that's extremely
a
big.
lot.
39 made threes the last 3 games, but maybe even more impressive than the raw number is the shooting percentages, and I'll work backwards. Last night, 44% from 3. The game before against Ohio State, 46% from 3. The game before, 50% from 3. So you're shooting a high percentage as well. Now, again, that's going to change when you get into Big 12 play, longer, better defenders. But it feels like West Virginia is starting to find its groove a little bit offensively. Hopefully you can continue that. Defensively, you did what you had to do against a team that you figured was going to struggle at that end against you. Held them to 33% shooting, didn't give up a 3. I was surprised there wasn't more turnovers in the game forced by West Virginia.
Biggest surprise.
That was by far the biggest surprise. Mississippi Valley State was last in the country in turnover rate. West Virginia, one of the better teams in the country at that, and the Delta Devils did a nice job of only turning it over. Well, they have 9 during the game.
Mm-hmm.
So that surprised me a little bit. Outside of a stretch from 16-36 to 8-12 in the first half. So about an 8-minute stretch. West Virginia dominated this one as expected. You were minus 3 points in that stretch. Other than that, you controlled this game. This is where it was won. You hear football coaches talk about the middle 8 a lot, the last 4 of the first half, first 4 of the second half. How about the middle 10 for West Virginia? Plus 22 points over the final 6.5 minutes of the first half. And then in the first 4:23 of the second half, jumped it up, added to that plus 22. So plus 22 over that 10-minute stretch to end the first and start the second. 40% of West Virginia's points came in that 10-minute stretch. So just overwhelmed them at the end of the first half and to start the second half. You had 30 points on catch-and-shoot jumpers. That's the most all season. You got 15 points out of your guarded catch and shoots. You got 15 points from your unguarded catch and shoots, which you had more of than were guarded. So pretty good job there. Defensively, West Virginia was efficient off its turnovers. 1.5 points per possession off live ball turnovers, 2 of 3 from three-point land. What's interesting, and I'll come back to this, this is something to watch as you get into conference play, as I mentioned, as that defense gets better, those defensive players get better, Hoppy, and you're trying to find space. West Virginia continues to be elite from 3 off of turnovers, shooting 46% from distance. That's the 91st percentile nationally. So is that something that you can get in rhythm, get some turnovers in these games, and find a way to make some threes in transition? I was going to give you a stat here.
Well, let me ask you guys something. Brad, let me ask you, is that one of the things you guys talked about was having that time off before the game, more time to try to see what pieces fit where? Brad, did you get a sense last night that he's still searching for that, or that's starting to come into focus?
No, I think you'll continue to search. I think it's continually a work in progress to see what groups play well together. We saw a lineup last night we hadn't seen all year, so I think it's still just some trial and error. Let me go back to threes in transition. I found this to be really interesting. In West Virginia's losses this season, just 1 of 2 from three-point land off live ball turnovers. Just 1 of 2. I just mentioned they're really good in that category. Just 1 of 2 in the 4 losses off live ball turnovers. 10 of 22 in wins. So it's if you're looking for like a niche down in the weeds marker as games are going on, if West Virginia's creating turnovers and getting threes off those, that's generally been a pretty good sign. Go ahead. You were going to say something, Tony?
No, I was just looking at Honor, who you'll get into here in a second. But, I mean, his rate of three-point productivity is the best. This is, I would venture to say, best ever in school history.
Really?
Well, think about this. In the last 5 games, he now has 27 three-pointers in 5 games. So he's averaging 5 threes over the last 5 games. No one's ever done that.
So couple that with, and I'll be fascinated to watch these Big 12 teams now that Trey Eagle's staff has started to produce offensively over the last few games. And I thought last night he was tremendous. And again, one of the best players on the floor there, so he had a ton of confidence. He was really aggressive offensively because he had a 10-minute stretch there in the second half from about the 17-minute mark to the 7-minute mark. He had about 3 excellent defensive rotations that stopped possessions for the Delta Devils. He had 3 consecutive rebounds during one of those stretches. He had 16 points just in that 10 minutes, and he did it from everywhere. He hit threes, drove to the basket, pulled up, hit shots. Thought he had a really good game. Starting to see his offensive skill come through. And here's part of the reason why, guys. He has 12 unguarded threes in the last 3 games. He had 9 in the first 7 games. Those are attempts.
Wow.
Those are attempts. 21 points scored on those in the last 3 games. He had 12 points on unguarded threes in the first 7 games. So he's starting to get some more looks here as these games go on. As teams start to pay more and more attention to Honor Huff, it's creating opportunities for others, and Trey's starting to capitalize on those. And that's critical, guys, moving forward. You start to get a second wing shooter and scorer available to you. Then you add in Chance Moore's ability to get to the basket. Now you should start to see that offense continue to mature a little bit. He has 13 of his 19 threes on the season have come in the last 5 games, Trey. So a guy that as we've gotten deeper into the season and he started to get more comfortable with what he's doing, the offense and the shooting is starting to come along a little bit. Continues to do things other than just play on the offensive end. He matched his season high with 8 rebounds. It's the third time this season that he's had 8 rebounds in a game. That's going to be important to continue. He's a guy like Amir or Jasper when they're in there. If they can grab the ball off the glass and start the break the other way, that helps get down there and maybe get a little number advantage as they go down. Trey's defensive win shares continue to be in the 97th percentile nationally, so he's doing some things to affect that game, not just on the offensive end. This was a number that it was kind of a wow to me. 22% of Trayson's points have been on second chances. That's in the 91st percentile nationally. So that doesn't just mean offensive rebounds. That means someone else may be getting the offensive rebound and kicking it back out to Trey for a shot. So that kind of surprised me. Almost a quarter of his points have come off of that. One of the things I think is you start to, again, what can you project forward? And I'm talking a lot about Trey because I think he's an important part of this team as they go offensively, especially into Big 12 play. The next step is going to be for when teams run him off the three-point line to utilize that mid-range game and that finishing at the basket. He's got size at 6'6". He's got some strength. That's going to be needed in the Big 12, guys. He's going to have to go to the rim, absorb that contact, and be able to finish over that. He's got a 57% three-point attempt rate right now, so almost 60% of his shots have come from three. That's going to change, certainly. These Big 12 teams are going to really get up with some press coverage on him and Honor and see if they can do things other than shoot from the outside. One area where hopefully Trey can continue to rise up or match maybe what he's done in the past. Last year, he was in the 94th percentile nationally in fouls drawn, and he averaged 5 free throw attempts per game. This season, averaging just 1.5 free throw attempts per game. So again, that matches that high three-point attempt rate. I think in Big 12 play, he's going to get an opportunity to get in the lane. He's going to absorb some contact. If he can get some calls and get to the line as a good free throw shooter, that could help this offense as well.
Yeah. I think going forward with him, fundamentally he can get it all done that he needs to offensively. His defense has just absolutely been a 180 from what it was to what it is. But to me, it's right here for him as you get ready to go in the league. He's got to walk on that floor and basically say, I'm a bad dude. Like you cannot be hesitant when you're in conference play. You have got to say, I'm a really good player and I'm just going to grind you. If he has that mentality, which he had last night, then he can be productive. And that's the key for him.
On the defensive end, and again, from what he was asked to do to where he's come defensively, it's a remarkable transformation. His defensive rebounding percentage has doubled since last season. His block shot percentage is up almost 5 times from where it was previously. And this is a down in the weeds stat, but I think it shows how well he's played on that end so far. Again, against teams that he has just, for the most part, been better than as a player. But his blocks per personal foul are in the 96th percentile. So he's been playing good defense without having to foul. So that's a little bit on Trayson. Some other guys from last night, I thought Bilo was really, really good. Had a team-high 5 assists in the game last night, so I thought that was encouraging. The bigs continue to be an important part of this offense as they pass. That is going to be an important aspect of this team as well, because you're going to get some one-on-one opportunities down the post. So you're going to ask Brennan Lorien to score. Harlan's going to need to score, but they're going to continue to need to pass well out of the post. Found this of interest. Of the top 6 assisters to scorers combinations for West Virginia, okay? So the number of people that assist to a scorer, top 6 combinations, 3 of them have been big to big. Talked a lot last night in the game about the success on the short roll or that free throw line area where West Virginia is shooting about 81% on that shot inside the lane, just inside the free throw line. Well, they're not only making shots from there, but that high-low, big to big has been an effective combination. Bilo to Harlan, Bilo to DJ, Harlan to Bilo are 3 of your top 6 assist to scorer combinations. You did it last night successfully. And again, I know you had a size and athleticism advantage, but I counted up 7 different combinations last night when you went high-low, either from the wing or from that high post into the low post. You scored every time. You scored every time on those. And the one time you didn't get a field goal, you went to the free throw line. That included a kick out to Trayson in the corner for 3. So that's something to watch moving forward. West Virginia's bigs have been very good and willing passers. They're going to need to continue to be as we get into Big 12 play.
It's good stuff.
Good report.
Honor Huff now with 4 more threes has 53. on the season, which is the nation's best, 53. And it'll be interesting to see in league play what he's going to get night in and night out. How do they want to do this? Right?
We're getting close to teams are just going to have to face guard him and take him out. Now, Big 12, you may have a better opportunity to stick with him than some of these other teams have, but he's produced against the Power 4 teams you've played. It's not like this has only been against the Mississippi Valley States. He's done it against every opponent and been lights out. Let's talk two defensive things, or one defensive thing, one more offensive thing real quick, and then we'll move on. Point guard play has been very good here in the non-conference for West Virginia. Both Jasper and Amir are in the top 10% of players nationally in assist rate. Amir is top 20 nationally in steal rate. Jasper is 17th nationally in steal rate. Talking out of 2,300 players, Jasper's 17th, so top, whatever that is, 1% there. So both point guards doing what you asked them to do, distributing the basketball and playing some good defense. Steal rate's very high. Defensively, last night, Mississippi Valley State took 9 catch-and-shoot jump shots. 0 of them were unguarded. West Virginia continues to be very good and getting better defensively. 4th nationally in fewest unguarded catch-and-shoot field goal attempts per game, if you follow me there. So not allowing a lot of open shots. I continue to talk. That shooting percentage on those should continue to drop, but West Virginia hasn't been allowing many. Can you keep that up in conference play? If you can, that'll go a long way to getting wins when you get against these teams in this league.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there we go.
Tell me this, guys, is that my understanding is with Coach Hodge, in defense, it's not just intensity, it's strategy, how you defend. So, which is not, it takes a while to figure out what you're supposed to do.
The concept, the schematic of it, yeah.
So, where do you think they are in understanding how to play and increase in a more complex defense, guys?
Getting there. Still a work in progress. I think it's going to be a work in progress most of this season because now it kicks into a new gear. Some of the teams you're going to face now, or most of the teams you're going to face now, are going to do things that not everybody you've faced so far could do, just from a athleticism standpoint and a more better shooters on the floor at one time. So still a work in progress, but there were some things over the last couple of games, and I thought, just go back to Ohio State. Never mind what you did last night, because you did this a bunch last night. But Ohio State, for the majority of that game, you were almost right where you want to be defensively with rotations, making it difficult, especially in that first half. Ohio State had so much trouble getting shots in the lane. They figured it out in the second, were able to take advantage of you a little bit. That's where it still has to grow. That clogging of the lane, that rotating over, that not allowing somebody into the paint where then they can drive and kick down low or kick for a three. That's still a work in progress, but getting there.
Okay.
Absolutely getting there.
All right.
Yeah. Piece by piece. Piece by piece.
Strong report.
Well done. That's good.
It was.
Thought you'd give me some analytics, though, on Santa, like on his trip, how he's going to fly, which way he's going to go, jet stream, things like that. Nothing on that?
I got nothing. Too early.
3 guys before the game is brought to us by the good folks at Gomart. If you're traveling this holiday season, guess what? Your gas gauge, while you're driving, your gas gauge never goes full. It never goes to when you're driving,
Really?
It never goes to the right. It always goes to the left.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So when you need fuel, stop by at Gomart, where they've got not only the bestest gas in the world, inside, we're talking snacks, we're talking food items, and as we said earlier on, get that app, immediately begin saving on your food and fuel. I went mile ground the other day, Gomart.
Yeah. Okay.
Went mile ground. Ease in, ease out, no problem at all. Check it out. And coming up, in a matter of 10 days-ish, a new promotion from Gomart that will save you a lot of money. Let's just say some throwback to a bygone era when it comes to pricing on items. Like some items at 1970s
Really?
prices. Yeah, they'll identify an item and say, guess what? We're going to do that same price that it was in the 70s.
Nice.
I like that.
Yeah.
A little retro vibe there at Gomart.
A little retro, yeah. I think they're going to push a little retro vibe going there. 3 guys also brought to us by Tudor's Biscuit World. If you got family, friends coming over, want to do a breakfast, want to do something quick, don't want to spend time in the kitchen, they will cater for your event. Super simple. All you got to do, check it out. Give them a call. Say this, I need that. Oh, I need a 16-pound cinnamon roll. Need 400 biscuits.
Well,
half with gravy.
Well,
Get them all in there, and you can just contact Tudor's Biscuit World. Start your day the homemade way, and as Brad said earlier, they are into franchising opportunities. Going to be interesting to see what happens there at University of Kansas, right? They got a really good player in Darren Peterson.
he's back, right?
Well, not really.
I mean, it's
He's
day to day. Is that what they call it, day to day?
Last night, they were victorious over the Wildcats at Davidson. And after the game, Coach Bill Self said that Peterson's family does not want him to return from injury until he's as close to 100% as possible.
Uh-oh, here we go.
So it's the first time that the families,
Here we go.
the family is now obviously, and Self says, I'm completely good with it. I totally agree. Don't want him out there if he's not 100%, but it's this could be a season-long deal.
Yeah.
Because right now he's projected right at the top.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. And if he's done enough at this point, then you might see him. Who knows? It would not be crazy to think that you'll see him less than you see him more. Does that work for you?
That makes sense.
Makes sense.
Sure.
You might see less of him than you see more of him during the course of the season.
Only played in 4 games.
Yeah.
For the Jayhawks this season.
Bill Self is he's dealt with that before.
We'll see the Kansases.
I know.
They'll be coming in here pretty soon. You going to go to a game?
Can I sit behind you guys?
I mean, I don't have any access to those. I mean, I'm sure you can. I mean,
I'll sit up in press row.
Doug, the security guard, asked last night if you're going to go to a home game.
If I dress like a chicken or something, can I
Well,
get
he did want you to dress a certain way, but anyway,
I'll just sit up. I'll try to get a seat up at press row.
you're going to Houston. You're going to be on the road at Houston,
I gotta check on that. I think I might have a conflict.
dude.
Let's see. I want to go. I want to go. I want to go. I want to go.
See, this is what he does. You see what he does, right? You see what I'm talking about?
Wait a minute.
He puts it out there, and then we've spent time facilitating this, and now I got to go to the pinochle
There was one game
tournament.
last year I said I wanted to go, and you said, "Oh, you can't go."
Well, the seats were gone.
Okay, we'll get together. You'll meet her.
He is getting more and more. He is getting difficult.
What do you mean? I'm available. I'm around.
Said the man who said, "I don't think I'll be able to go to the Houston game because I won't be available or
Well,
around."
I got to see.
did
I
say
have
that.
I have some other commitments too.
Okay,
I might
that's
have
fine.
to.
No, that's totally good. I'm good with it. I'm good with it.
I'd like to go. That is one team I will not be conflicted about.
Isn't it amazing though? I was thinking again last night. You've played what, 14 games now, 13 games. So you just played your college football season. And we're talking about like kind of just getting started here with college basketball, still learning, still got time to go. A lot of games left. You got 20 games left. It's just wild the difference in how fast a college football season goes and how few opportunities you actually have to watch that team play.
It's different
Versus basketball.
Well, also it feels like we've been in the basketball season for 6 months. That's what it feels like.
Well, it really does. Like football doesn't stop anymore.
November. I mean, it's been 2 full months.
It's not November. It's October.
It's October. They had a
I
game
mean, they scrimmaged in October. They had the Maryland scrimmage in October.
No, it was
Wheeling.
secret.
Wheeling
We
was
didn't
too.
Wheeling too.
Wow.
That was October. Textual Healing is brought to us by episode800.com. Obviously, we will not get you anything for episode800.com for this Christmas season, but we do want to sincerely thank everyone who took part, whether that be our coffee, our apparel, our popcorn. That went really well.
I had somebody come up to me at the game last night, said they ordered one of the popcorn tins
Yeah.
and were blown away by the popcorn inside the tin, the Mountaineer Munch. Said it was unbelievable, best they've ever had.
It's out of Mountaineer Popcorn there in Martinsburg.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah. Remember they had that big, huge problem with them out there, that sign? They kept wanting to put Fish World. They wouldn't let them take the Fish World sign down, and we won that thing. That was one of our biggest court wins of all time.
Exactly.
Maybe we had
U.S. Supreme Court decision.
had the Alston case, we had the Raekwon battle, and then we had get the popcorn sign there in Martinsburg.
Zoning situation.
We took care of that. We feel strongly about that. So if you need any legal help, don't.
No, that's not
Jan
true.
Dales, call
Go call
Jan
Jan
Dales.
Dales. Don't call us.
My gosh,
I don't
Tony.
think Jan is doing the take the fish sign down to get bigger things that she's
She could
working
probably
on.
Well, she could refer you to somebody else,
yeah.
or maybe somebody in the firm can help, but you certainly can't help.
No,
We know that.
I'm out busy.
Maybe
right
Jan can't either, but you certainly cannot.
now. Yeah, I'm with you.
Fair.
Who was
Ritual.
I talking to the other day that mentioned that about you, Tony, about overpromising stuff? Somebody. It came up. I'm just saying it came up organically. But go ahead.
But do they get the shtick? They don't get. They thought it was for real.
Well, it kind of half is with you.
3/4 is.
Yeah.
I don't like either of you two guys.
So be it. Merry Christmas.
From the text line, college football playoff fodder. Last year, Tennessee got beat as badly by Ohio State as the two Group of 5 teams got beat this year. So to me, those games prove nothing. However, I think the rule needs to be a Group of 5 team gets in only if they're undefeated and beat 2 Power 4 teams that are required to be on their schedule in order to qualify. If we don't let undefeated teams in, you never know. You never know, he said. They actually might have been the best team in the country, but if they lose even one game, then they're very weak regular season conference schedules, and that's on them. What do you say? No. You can never say you have to be undefeated and you have to have 2 Power 4s. It's all going to change. It's all going to change.
It does feel like narratives are being established, though.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
It feels like there are clear agendas being pushed nationally.
This thing, talked to a guy involved, not Ren Baker, but a different person involved over the weekend, Saturday. So this thing's going to 24 teams.
Really?
Yep.
You know what? Before you do any of that, fix the calendar. Fix the calendar first.
That might help. Yeah. From the text line, we need to correct something I said last show. I said Chris George played at Bridgeport, the all-time leading receiver who broke Jerry Rice's record, but he actually played at RW, Roosevelt Wilson, the Presidents. Gentleman says, I love the history theme that ran through episode 684. One thing that I think needs clarification, Chris was from Clarksburg, not Bridgeport. Chris graduated from RW in Nutterfort, not Bridgeport.
You do not want to get in the middle of that Bridgeport-Clarksburg
No, they
thing.
get all uppity about that.
Yeah.
That's fine. So Craig and Oakmont, we stand corrected. Thank you very much. CL also, thank you for correcting us on that. Gentlemen, if it was not for an occasional cameo in a picture during Textual Healing, I would not believe that Homeless Dave actually existed.
What?
He seemed more reminiscent of Sasquatch, the Loch Ness Monster, or the Mothman. Sorry, Brad. How about we get this guy at the table for an episode so we can all officially meet him, the often imitated, never duplicated, notorious Homeless Dave? I hate to put it off to the summer series, but I'll take what I can get. Curtis in Portland. I don't think he would do it.
The thing is, it would remove some of the aura if he were here. And
yeah, I mean, he's got an open seat, but I don't think he would do that. That's not his. That's not his shtick.
No, it's not his thing. He's behind the scenes.
Yeah, just kind of be chill.
But he does exist.
He does. Jim from Clarksburg. On Sunday, I was watching some of the Pitt-Penn State basketball game. West Virginia hasn't played Penn State since 1991. Has there ever been any talk of playing the Nittanies in basketball again?
Don't know.
It was wasn't Brad last year? There was some talk, well, not this current staff, the last staff. I think they were talking possibly a Penn State.
Were they? I can't remember that.
I think there was a little mention. I mean, yeah, it'd be all right. Be fine. It's amazing. It's been since 91.
Yeah,
Really?
That's surprising.
It's crazy.
It is.
Texter, interesting nugget from Matt Campbell's intro at Penn State. He spent a lot of time in nearby Carmichael's. How about that?
Huh.
I don't know. Hey, guess what? I gave you the wrong pages. You guys.
No, then you continue on there. Spend so much. Quote was spending so much of my childhood.
Oh yeah, there we go. Spending so much of my childhood in Carmichael's. My great-grandfather who worked in the coal mines, my grandparents who worked in Carmichael's, and all you heard around the family discussions was Coach Paterno and the toughness and the character of the Penn State program.
Rocco headed there?
I don't know. What do you think?
That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not dug into that story.
Last night at the game, I got a picture made with Jim and Jackie, and they had their Mountaineer sweaters on, their Christmas sweaters on. And there they go.
There they are.
Go.
So, you know Jim and Jackie. They're terrific. They brought us treats, fantastic treats. Which, by the way, I got home and had about 3 of those cookies.
That's a couple of those ginger snaps.
But would you like to see their Christmas card this year?
Very good.
Take a look at their Christmas card.
Let's see.
There's their Christmas card.
Oh.
Well, the head ball coach made it in.
It says, we were wishing for a bowl game, but we'll wish you a Merry Christmas instead.
Oh.
There's Coach Rod.
A little cameo by Rich.
I wonder if Rich has been in other Christmas cards in the past. Is that a thing? Is that
a good question.
Is that his debut on the
No,
cover?
that's a good question. Probably has been in others.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of coaches, how was the Nehlen birthday party?
Fantastic.
Was it?
Oh, my gosh.
You want to name drop some folks? Or
Yeah, so
explain what it was. I mean, he turned 90,
So
right?
Don is turning 90 on January 1.
Okay.
So this was perfectly pulled off by Jeff Hostetler and Vicky, Don's daughter, and Jeff Hostetler. And so Coach, as you well know, like he doesn't like to be anywhere too long.
No, does not.
He doesn't like to be anywhere too long. He likes to get
Hey,
up
Tony.
and move. So Jeff said about 2 weeks ago, hey, Coach, someone just gave this crazy amount of money to WVU hospitals, like $46 million.
That's the naming rights.
No, he just made it up. He just made it up. He just made it up.
I'm sorry.
He said, and the folks at WVU Hospital would like you to come because we're going to have a meet and greet with them, and we're going to thank them. They just want to meet you. We won't be there long.
Oh, jeez.
So he gets him over there, and I later talked to Jeff and to Don, and Don was saying, like, you know what? I don't want to, do we have to do this? And Coach, and he goes, I know you hate doing this, Coach. I know you do. He said, but he goes, he goes, all right, fine. And he goes, all right, I'll do it. Let's not stay long. And so there was every bit of, I'm bad at number, 150 people at least. And they got us all over onto one side of the room. And here comes Don and touchdown terrace, and Jeff's bringing him in. And he walks, and he just kind of turns and he looks, and everyone says, surprise. And he went like, whoa. His shoulders just dropped. My goodness. So many great former players that were there. Saw Dave McMichael, former Mountaineer assistant, first time in years.
Yeah.
So Steve Dunlap, Dwight Wallace. I mean, I'll forget players. Charlie Bauman, Dave Oblak.
Really?
So Dave came from Florida, and I was talking with Coach, and Dave came up. And as sincere as it could be, he said, Coach, he said, I just want to thank you. He goes, you changed my life.
Oh.
And Don doesn't miss a beat. Now, Don's going to be 90.
Yeah.
He says, let me tell you about this guy. He said, we're getting ready to play Maryland. He said, we had lost 2 nose guards. We got nobody. He said, we get done with practice. I go in the training room, and there he is sitting in there on the table. And trainer says to me, Coach, ain't no way he's going this week. And he looked at me, and he said, Coach, he goes, I'm playing. And the trainer said, he ain't going to be able to go. He goes, I'm playing. He goes, you know what? He played, and he was dominant. So Undra was there. Aaron Beasley was there. Brian Jones. I'm sorry, I'm going to miss names, but there was a ton. Scott Barrows was there. And Dave McMichael told me it was the first time in 40 years he had seen Scott Barrows.
Really?
Wow. Scott Barrows set the block.
Set the block
that opened
Pat
it up
Randolph.
to beat Penn State. Yeah.
That's neat.
So it was a wonderful. Wonderful
nice.
night. Just so many, old acquaintances through a long time ago. It was fantastic.
Did Don give you, hey, this is great, but it's getting late?
No, he was in, man. He was locked
he's
in. He also they had this little thing set up where you could have your picture taken, and he sat in a chair, and he had the great grandkids, and it was just a flood of kids.
They all got their picture made with Coach?
All got their picture made.
You know, that event and the event where he was honored at Milan Park, how must it feel, Brad, when you at the twilight of your life, later in life, and we hope he has many more years ahead, when all those people come up and say, you made a difference in my life.
You changed my life?
Yeah. I mean, how
pretty wild. Because if you get one person to say that to you, you've done well.
Yes.
Right?
Let
Let alone
alone
how many
dozens say
Agree.
that.
Agree. Pretty neat.
Charlie from Midlothian writes, looking forward to conference play and getting some quad 1 wins. On a lighter note, it's been confirmed. There are now 3 guys from Midlothian who text to your show. Myself, Jay, and now Brock.
We're big in
Midlothian.
We're crushing.
We own Midlothian.
We absolutely crush Midlothian. Probably
Thank you, fellas.
Probably should do a show out there in Midlothian. Well, it's good to have more than one guy in Midlothian because one of these days Charlie's going to get arrested for stealing that gas.
Untrue. He doesn't steal it.
I mean, he's got that card thing there. He's got a convoy of cars. He's in there just changing those pumps out there off those pipes.
You might get banned, but I don't know.
Yeah. 3 guys before the game brought to us by Lou Wendell Marine Sales. You know, some homes, easy access for Santa. However, not all of them. When you think about the scope of the work, and Santa's crew, when they do deliver those gifts, they will use a Lou Wendell pontoon to the hard-to-get places. You know, some people live on the water, Hoppy.
Yeah.
They'll just come in there, dock in, run up there. They say, the hell with the chimney.
He just gave you Santa's scope of work. He just gave you.
Now's a perfect time to visit Lou Wendell. You might say, well, wait a second, it's cold. It's winter. Yeah, that's right. That's the best time. You know why? Everything's chilled out. Everything's relaxed. You want to go in there when it comes to servicing, or you can cut yourself one heck of a deal here now this time of year. So stop by Lou Wendell Marine Sales, located in St. Albans. They are award-winning and continually award-winning for their service and over 40 years in the biz. Visit LouWendellMarineSales.com.
Can I tell you something?
Sure.
You're wrapping up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is that I don't want to get too mawkish here, but here we're coming up on Christmas and New Year's, and one of the great joys in my life is doing this podcast with you guys and the camaraderie.
Wait, could you repeat that? Say that again. One of the great joys. You know what he said?
One of the great joys of my life, professionally.
Now the qualifiers are coming. You were good. Just keep going with where you were.
Listen, this is the greatest thing that I do in this building on Tuesdays.
Twice a week.
Yeah.
One of the great joys of my life is doing this podcast with you guys and the fellowship and the interaction with folks, whether it's by text or in the tailgate parties, Brad, where we meet folks and we're going to Charleston, South Carolina. It is for a guy who's, let's face it, at the tail end of his career, it has been a wonderful pivot for me, and I truly enjoy it, and I value our friendship.
Why do you have to get serious, Hoppy? I mean, don't get serious. Hoppy, I just find it funny that you said you spent how many years as a journalist, and now
like
you're
45.
And what happened? Then what happened? Then you started doing this, and how are you recognized now?
3 guys. I mean, I went from hate mail to pounds of meat and candies and things. So it was a nice transition in that sense.
Dude. I mean, hey, just wait. Well, wait. We got to do one thing.
I was at your house, and you had to bring out like a rack of beef.
I was going to talk about this.
Go ahead.
So this is unbelievable, man. So a while back, Nathaniel, the world's greatest cattle farmer, Foggy Dale Farms in Ellenboro, which is in Ritchie County. And Nathaniel Mason's the owner. And he sent to us, I think several different cuts of meat.
Yeah.
So we got them, put them in the freezer.
Appreciate that very much. Yeah.
So I get a phone call last week, and I was in the midst, I was up to my elbows in sauce, making sauce, and Dale Sparks says, "Hey, can you be over here in 20 minutes?" I said, What do you got? He says, just come. He goes, Nathaniel is going to bring us more. He's got more meat. I said, oh, okay, fine. So I sent, I was crazy busy, so I sent Junior over. Junior happened to be in there. I don't know what he does. He comes in, steals food, does laundry. Don't know exactly what he's doing back there. I said, hey, go do me a favor. Go over to Dale Sparks. He got meat for us. He comes back. And you'd think, what, he's going to get a steak or something? Mm-hmm. He brought us 3 whole prime rib roasts.
Yeah.
Whole prime rib roasts.
Huge.
They weigh between 18 and 20 pounds each.
What?
18.
You haven't seen it, Brad?
No.
So when he was over, I said,
got him in his freezer.
I said, come here. I'm going to show you this thing. 18 to 20 pounds each. So you can make ribeyes out of that, or you could cut it into 3 different pieces and have prime rib roast. So we have that. So you guys, there's a handling fee now. It's in my freezer. I mean, you guys better step it up, or there'll be a surcharge.
Wow.
I saw it when I was at your house. I mean, it's gigantic.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
That was awful nice.
It was
tremendous. So thank you very much, Nathaniel.
Thank you, Nathaniel.
Can't wait to get into that.
Yeah. Hey, before we hit the music, one quick shout out. Met Jim Frame last night from Gasaway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exit 62.
You said hello to him. Yeah. Big listener, so shout out to Jim. Merry Christmas. And his girlfriend, Kathy, recovering. Kathy Porter doing some recovery right now, rest and recovery. Wish her the best over the next few weeks.
Which guy was this? When was it? Before the game, after the game?
Before the game. Yeah, you talked to him.
Okay.
Jim from Gasway.
Cool.
Good to meet you, Jim.
Exit 62. Just 62 seconds.
Kathy sending you good thoughts.
Absolutely. All right. Special thank you to our producer extraordinaire, Dr. Jake. He's been hitting it all. So what are we doing? You guys decided when I went out. What are we doing?
By the way, it's alumni weekend today. Jack Carlson back. So congratulations,
Yeah,
Jack,
that's
on
right.
his
Jumping
graduation.
Jack's here.
Graduated.
Yeah.
Graduated, laughed at him, 3.5 years. I said to him yesterday, I said, Jack, 4.0 this semester? He said, yes. I said, did you ever get below a 4.0 on any of your semesters? You know what he said? No. Aced it. He said, went in there. Someone will tell you what we're going to do. We're going to get a 4.0 every semester.
Threw a
Graduate.
perfect game at him.
Threw a perfect game.
Got a job the next day
and
after graduation.
Graduated a semester early. Just laughing at him.
Yep, good to see him.
All right, we're out. Thanks very much. Three Guys Before the Game brought to us by GoMart. Get a GoMart Rewards card and go to GoMart.com for details and get ready for some unbelievable back to the 70s pricing at GoMart.
And a special
It's
commercial.
going to be real nice. Three Guys brought to us by Lou Wendell Marine Sales in St. Albans. They sell family fun. They're the folks that supply Santa for those tough-to-get spots around lakes, ponds, rivers around the world. Visit LouWendellMarineSales.com. They are proudly the Honda premium marine dealer in the state, the only one. Tudor's Biscuit World. Start your day the homemade way with a Tudor's Biscuit. By Comax Business Systems, keeping West Virginia's business data safe, secure, and efficient for 25 years. By Jan Dills, attorneys at law. They won't take no for an answer. And by Conley's CPA Group, providing value beyond numbers.
Merry Christmas to all the sponsors and everybody who watches and listens.
Absolutely. Be safe, everyone. Enjoy your family and your friends. Episode 685 is complete. We'll see you.